Hi guys, welcome back to Free for Stee, Raid Shadow Legends, episode 3. Now, last episode I did do a little pop-up on the screen to mention about the audio settings that I'm messing around with to try and make it sound better. Now, I did notice while I was editing the second episode, it was picking up my breathing a lot, and it was really doing my head in when I was doing the editing. So I did try to make the background music a little bit louder to try and cover that up as much as possible. Now I have messed around with the settings a little bit more, so hopefully it is a bit better. But I have ordered a new microphone, so it has one of those filters on it which sort of helps cut out background noise, so hopefully that might help when that arrives. Now, as you can see here, we have just started day 5 and we've got the last part of this silver pack that I mentioned in the first episode, so we'll go ahead and claim that. And the usual 50 pop-ups that come up every time you start the game. Now, I did want to talk about what we've used gems for. So the first thing I did is I waited and saved up until I got 800. Now, once I got those 800, I went straight in and unlocked all of Wukong's mastery scrolls. This will save a lot of time in minnow farming, especially early on when we can't even really do particularly high stages. So we either wouldn't be able yet to do the high stages to get the red scrolls, or it would just take so long and so many resources that it's just wasting more time. So by just buying them straight up for him, that means when we then run other champions through Minnow with Wukong, he then doesn't need them, so then they all go to the champions that we want to get them. Secondly, when I then got another 500 gems, I went ahead and unlocked the gem mine, just the first level, just so we can start generating gems over time back, and then it'll have paid for itself eventually. Now, we will obviously go and get level 2 and 3 when we can, just to make it quicker and quicker over time. And I'll look another pop-up. So on the normal stages of campaign, I did get all of the stars, so I was able to grab the void shard, and from that void shard we pulled Dagger, which will serve us some purpose because she does have an AoE decreased defense down. Goes up to a maximum of 75%, but an AoE decreased defense is going to be very helpful early on until we get something better. She does also have a decreased attack debuff, 75% again, which will help a lot in terms of clan boss, so we survive longer. The A1 decreased turn meter will be useful in other places where she fits in a team. Clan boss obviously can't have his turn meter reduced, so that's going to be useless there, but it's just double hits, isn't it, so extra damage. Speaking of Demon Lord, let's see where we've managed to get to in a few days. Like I say, Wukong is still 50 yet, so we haven't got him to his War Master Mastery, so once that does happen, that will jump our damage up significantly. But we have managed to jump up to the point where we are easily top chesting now. My final key run yesterday, I had a mission where I had to do 1,000,000 damage, and we literally did, I think it was 1,000,000 and 10,000 damage, so I managed to hit that mission in the one key. But since then now, Dagger is rank 4, she's got a bit of improvement on her gear, so that will help us even more today when it resets and we run this again. And pretty soon we might be at the point where we can jump into normal, if we can get to the point where we're hitting 1 to 2 million each key. Then we can then start getting the top chest in normal mode. That'll be even easier once Wukong is level 60, which, looking at the progress of that, so if I upgrade rank, like I say, we did get that 1-star chicken from the Spooky 17 code, and then we are currently just working on leveling up some food right now, so I've just done some 1 to 2 stars already, and I'll work on them over the next day or two, so hopefully within the week we might have Wukong at 60. Now yesterday I did use another promo code, and that was yearly gift. It did come out a while ago, so I was quite surprised when it did still work, but it did give us some energy and multi-battles and a bit of silver. Now over the last couple of days as well, I did some clan quests, which are... where am I? Here I am. So 500,000 silver from selling artifacts. Obviously we've been getting loads of crap while we've been progressing, so that was easy to do. Upgrading uncommon champions to rank 3, again just making food that came across easy, and then using multi-battles. So that was an easy 300 clan gold, which I then used to buy 2 of these 5 to 6 star accessories, which early on 5 and 6 star accessories is ridiculous if you get lucky and get something that you need. So for example, the first one was a Ogren Tribes 6 star ring, which will be nice if we get a tanky Ogren Tribes champion that we want. Then the second one was a Sylvan Watches. Again, it didn't roll great, but it's the only ring that we had for Sylvan Watches, so I just put it on there, just helps survivability for now. So our current mission is ascending a champion to level 5. I messed up with this one because I didn't see this, it was I think two ahead, and I just completely missed it. And literally 5 minutes before I got that mission, I ascended Kale to rank 5. So, bit of a hint to anybody else going forward, if you are just starting, pay attention to the missions that are coming up ahead a bit more. Don't just sort of like flick through them just as quick as this, go, oh yeah, I can do that. Take a minute to just actually read what it's telling you to do. I think if I remember rightly, the day before I did this and I scooted through, my brain just read this as level up a champion to level 5, which I thought, well, that's easy. So I didn't think anything of it. But like I say, I would have had this done, I would have had this Agent Shard, I would have been on doing this arena mission by now, if not finished it. And again, another artifact of 16 would have been easy, and then more just dungeon farming. So I probably would have been scooting through these pretty handily if I hadn't messed up on this. I'd probably be, maybe up this sort of area by now, because I can do stage 7 of Magic Keep. I can do Minotaur's Lab that high. I'd have probably been here, just waiting to farm the medals from Arena, just to upgrade an Affinity Force level 2, which won't take too long. In terms of actual progress with the dungeons though, we are the Spirit Keep up to 8. We could probably push further, but at the time when I had the missions to acquire the lower level portions, I didn't want to lower the chance of getting the lower portions, because there's then the chance of getting the higher ones, and also the higher energy. I thought I'll just stick to, it's only 19-second run, it was fast. So, get this done, get it out of the way. Obviously it's RNG, depends on how many you get. Same with pretty much all of the portion keeps. I'm at the point where each affinity I can be getting all 3 portions if I do so need. Yep, so when all those level 7 missions come along, easy to do. Minnow, I think stage 10, last time I tried it was before Kale went to 50, so I could probably do that now. I probably could start pushing here now, but once Wukong 60, like I say, we get that War Master, this should then become easy. Ice Golem, again, I can get these stages now. I'm at the point where I can get the 5-star gear, which helps a lot. Spider, not too bad. Spider usually becomes one of those iffy ones for people early on. So obviously the higher you can do it, better, as quick as possible. You want to be pushing to get the rings, amulets and banners as soon as possible. Ideally 4 or 5-star, because there is a bit of a bug with stage 10 that always has been, where proportionally it drops higher level gear more often then stage 11. Now it's always been a thing, so if you're ever doing a spider tournament and you can't do stage 20 for example, if you just want the points for the tournament, just smash out stage 10. Like I say, proportionally it gives you better rewards than it's supposed to. It's always been a thing, don't know why, don't know if it'll ever get fixed, but just a bit of a tip. Dragon, like I say, we ran quite a bit of Dragon to get some gear, probably loads of crap, but better opportunity to get some more speed gear, maybe some lifesteal and stuff. Fire Knight is another one of those sort of iffy ones, just all depends on multi-hit champions. If you get a lot of those to try and knock his shield down as quick as possible. If you don't really get many multi-hit champions early on, you probably struggle to get too far as his shield charges goes up as the stages get higher. Obviously Sand Devil and Shogun, they'll come in the future, as well as Iron Twins, but we're not going to worry about them for any time soon. More important things to worry about. Arena, we are Silver 2 at the minute, just slowly, working our way up, getting some wins, getting some medals. Now I did see online about the potential for more Halloween style events coming up. There is rumour that the event dungeon that just closed, the Asgard one, could become possibly a Halloween event dungeon. Might be a short one, but we'll just see if anything comes from that. Now there is a fusion coming up shortly for Gretel, and there's going to be the Hansel champion comes in as well, but he's not part of the fusion. Now this early on, pretty much have no chance of doing a fusion, so I'm not even going to bother. But I am probably at the minute going to start holding on to any shards that I get now, because I've got a half decent set of champions to work with for now in the short term, and then hopefully in the future sometime soon there might be an event, like 2 times event for ancients, because I should get more ancient shards going forward now. Might even get a sacred shard soon, because on hard difficulty on campaign I've only got a few areas where I need to finish off 3 stars. Obviously once Wukong is 60, this should all then become easier, because he'll do a shed ton more damage, he'll survive a lot longer, and he should just essentially mop the floor with a lot of this stuff. And then we can then move on to the brutal campaign, which once you are able to have one champion doing 12 stage 3 in brutal on his own, that's pretty much where you will then stick for farming food, because it's very efficient in terms of energy to XP ratio, and also the gear that you get sells better. Now that's currently where we're up to now, so I'm just going to smash out the daily quests today, which will then, once I've finished these daily quests, I will have finished this one, so then I'll get another ancient shard, which, as I've mentioned, I'm just going to keep hold of for now. Monthlies, as I say, we're on day 5, so we'll only be on 5 out of 30 for that, so a while to go before we get our Void and Sacred Shard there. Advanced quests I haven't unlocked yet, 35, so hopefully the next couple of days we'll get up to 35 and we'll be able to start cracking on with some advanced quests. But yeah, it's not looking too bad right now. Hopefully make another jump of progress once we hit that rank 6 with Wukong, and then we should be laughing really. I'll wrap this video here. Thanks again for watching, and I shall catch you in the next one. Cheers.